You know what? Every time this sort of year, I get kind of excited because it's the road to WrestleMania. We're nearly close to the Royal Rumble, and basically on the road to WrestleMania, we have the Hall of Fame. And every single year before the Royal Rumble, we always have that one Hall of Fame. Well, that's announced a few weeks before the Royal Rumble, and you also know with that one introduction, you're gonna get somebody special, maybe like an Ultimate Warrior like you did last year, which was awesome. The 2014 Hall of Fame was awesome last year. The class was awesome. You know, Scott Hall coming back and Jason Robertson, Ultimate Warrior, brilliant. So was 2013. You know, Bruno Sammartino was announced. But in 2015, oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage is in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he was announced this past Monday that he's gonna be the cream of the crop and he's gonna main event the Hall of Fame. Yeah, and that was awesome. Like, Macho Man Randy Savage getting inducted into the Hall of Fame was awesome news in my opinion. I think it's about time that he got inducted in my opinion, and I just thought it was like cool. Like, all the years that we've had, like all the years they've had time, I mean the years that they've had to finally induct this guy, like, they could have done it last year. If Warrior didn't come back to the WWE last year, I thought they was going to do it last year, and he'd probably be in the class of, like, you know, with J. St. Roberts and Scott Hall, but they did it this year, and I thought, you know, doing it this year, I thought they could have done it when he was alive though. Like, it would have been cool, like, see the Macho Man when he was alive, did it? In the Hall of Fame, do his Hall of Fame speech. That would have been cool, but they waited till he died, and like he died in 2011, and then they waited a few years, you know, and then they went, you know what, we're gonna induct him in 2015, Macho Man, dig it, in the Hall of Fame. And basically, it's awesome. Like, I was never the biggest Macho Man Randy Savage fan. I was more of a Hogan, Austin, Rock kind of fan, but. And also Triple H and stuff, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker and all those. But basically, I was a fan of the Macho Man. I enjoyed his character. The one thing that interested me was his character. And Macho Man and CM Punk, a lot of people compare those two guys together because on the whole, and I'm gonna bring these two reasons up. You've got the Macho Man. He was a great heel and a great babyface, and he had a great character with the whole Macho Man gimmick. I enjoyed that. And you have CM Punk, and in my opinion, CM Punk is like kind of the Macho Man and kind of like a Chris Jericho in that way, because you have your Chris Jericho who can play a great babyface and a great heel, and so did the Macho Man did, but so has CM Punk. He's been a great babyface and a great heel as well. And those three guys together, like, a lot of people compare CM Punk to the Macho Man because, you know, of his whole style, like, you know, of wrestling and whatever, and how his heel turns are that good, and how his babyface turns are good, like, just stuff like that. And in my opinion, I didn't get to grow up in the Hogan era. I grew up watching wrestling in the Attitude Era, so I watched him on Monday Nitro when he was a heel in the NWO. I just like enjoyed that part of the Macho Man. Like, him in the NWO was cool. I would have liked to seen him return into the WWF/WWE after after his contract ran out with WCW in 1999, I think it was, or no, it wasn't. It was 2000. Like, it would have been cool to see him. Like, I would have liked to see Macho Man return maybe after the Attitude Era, like maybe like a little return in the Russell Aggression Era. I don't know what happened then, but I know there's been like rumors in the past. I've heard like from other people on YouTube saying that there was a story that Vince and obviously Macho Man have had some heat. They used to have some heat backstage in the Hogan era stuff, and then obviously him and Hogan have. Obviously, we know that him and Hogan have heat, which is, you know, they still have heat to this day because, you know, Hogan and Macho Man didn't, you know, make up and stuff like that. So yeah. This guys was just me giving my thoughts on the Macho Man getting inducted into the Hall of Fame for 2015. What are your thoughts on the Macho Man getting inducted into the Hall of Fame? And leave your comments. And thanks for watching. Oh yeah! Dig it!